I'm under my Tacoma looking at my U-joint. This here drive shaft. This is the one in the front. You can see it's all, there's a bunch of rust and stuff right here. I'll wipe it off. And then there's this line of stuff then slinging all over the place. When I push on the gas, the car starts to vibrate a lot. When I let off the gas, it doesn't do it. So you're just coasting. There's no pressure, I guess, on this when you're just coasting. But that was the symptoms I was having. I thought maybe the transmission was having issues, but pretty certain once I change this U-joint out, everything's going to be smooth sailing again. Had this problem in the past, but it wasn't this one here in the middle. Oh, here it is. It was one in the back aft back there. I already replaced that one a while ago. Had the same symptoms. This one right here doesn't look like it's having really any issues. I don't see any break in the seals, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace it anyways. I'll make a little video. I'm gonna show at least one change. So you look under your truck and you see this, you probably want to change your U-joint. So I'm no mechanic. I don't claim to know anything about cars, but I know I got to take these 4 bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. Take these bolts off. And let's go up here in the middle. This bolt here and that bolt there have to come off. And then this drive shaft will just slide out of this coupler here. And there'll be like some kind of big old gear thing, a little splines or something. I forget what it's called, but anyhow, take all this out and then I'll be able to disassemble that. This is what's in the case or package when you open it up. You're going to get a new U-joint and some of these retainer pins. They'll go on the inside like that, hold them in place. There's 4 of them. Now what's gone bad inside my U-joint is those little pins, the little needle bearings. You take that out, you can maybe see the needle bearings on the inside there. You're going to be needing to take this in and out when you're replacing, so you got to be careful that you don't mess those needle bearings up. You want to keep them right along the inner wall there. If they fall over, you can just bring them right back up. They're kind of held in place there just by a bunch of grease. You can see the grease fitting right here. If you squirt grease in there, it'll come squirting out these holes here. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick it back in there where it's supposed to be. So that's it. That's what you get in your package. Now that it's out, you can kind of see all the rust and stuff that's building up around there from whatever's, I guess those needle bearings have rusted out, and I guess they're starting to come out. But anyway, I'm going to take these little retainer pins out. Hopefully some needle nose will work on these. I don't know, I might have to. There's one of them. So I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of them. Alright, way I'm pushing out the old U-joint is I got a socket down here. It's 1/16 inch. It's big enough to hold, or for this here piece to go into it. So I got this thing for a socket set, you know, adapter thing or whatever. Put it in here and I'm hammering it out, holding it with pliers so it doesn't go flying all over the place. I'm giving it a whack. Now I'm almost out, but another couple whacks like that and it'll come out. I can take this whatever, this cover piece off and then slide the other one out. Then I'm going to have to flip it over, do the same thing to this side, get that thing out. Let's see if I can get video of it actually coming loose. Give it another whack here. There it goes. See, it came loose there? That's what I'm looking for. Oh, look at that. So this is the inside. Take that guy off, set him aside. Oh, you see I wrapped it in plastic to keep it from getting a bunch of crap on it. This here is supposed to have a bunch of needle bearings in there. But watch this. There's my needle bearings. Bunch of dust. So I guess Gary Busey pounded them to dust. Anyhow, that guy's supposed to have needle bearings in them. He doesn't. We're going to go ahead, pound this guy out. and then put the new U-joint on. Alright, so I got the last one out. Should come out of here, but it doesn't want to. There we go, got them out. So I'm going to clean out the inside here, clean out this, clean out those. It's actually not very it's not corroded in there at all, really. Make sure the track, the inside, well, let's see if I can show it to you. Make sure the track on the inside there is cleaned out, because that's where these are going to have to go back, or the new ones anyway. Put those back in that track. So make sure that track's cleaned out. I might run a little sandpaper along the inside there, just a little bit, just to smooth it out. Looks like I messed something up over here. I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, I'll fix that up, and then we'll get it put back together. Alright, let's see how I do. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this thing back on now. Take off the one side. Keep those needle bearings all nice and straight. Put that over here so I don't knock it over. Go ahead and try to slip it up in here. Rats. It's gonna be trouble. There it goes. Only going that way. That's odd. It doesn't want to go in this way. I guess they got, well, no, it looks the same, but this way slides right in. Alright, whatever, as long as it's in there. Now I'm gonna have to go ahead and put the cap back on. Make sure you get it straight so you're not pushing any needles the wrong way. That goes in there pretty easy. I feel like I could just press it in with my hand. I have to get a little tap-a-roo to get this going down. I'm gonna try. Get it started. It's started. Bring in the heavy artillery. Alright, that's not doing. I'm giving it some taps to where I get it tapped in there just enough to where that groove is showing, to where I'll be able to stick one of these new retaining pins in there. So just I'm not beating it too hard, just kind of letting the hammer fall just a little bit. Getting close. Flip it over and see what the other side looks like. Oh no, this one's pushed some metal. I'll have to clean all that out. Nothing too bad. It did get some metal in there in the track, so I'll just clean all that out. That's pretty close. Go ahead and see if I can get my retaining pin in there. Oops. That one's in. I don't think this one's quite close enough yet. That little tap. Should be good. It's in there. Alright. And that's moving pretty easy. Glad to hear that, or know that. I put one in one time and it was really stiff, so I had to tap around, you know, a little bit, get it nice and loose, but this one's doing pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to get this guy back on. I just wanted to show you, see that burr in there? Right there. There's another one right there. I don't know how it came in there, but I'm going to use my, well, this thing stay. I'm going to use my file it down a little bit. Pretty good. I'll clean it out. Like how I use my dirty underwear. Clean out that track. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and try to put this back on. So I'm going to take off one of the end caps. Keep all the little pins all nice and neat. Set it up right over here out of the way. Slip it on here. This one does not want to slip that way. Put it back on and try the other side. That's odd. I guess they got it made like that on purpose. I don't know, but put that guy back in there. Pound her in there. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo. This is my group of tools that I use to change my U-joints. This simple everyday stuff you're going to have around. You don't need anything special. I use this guy to get off 9/16 to get what was holding this on, and also what was holding the one in the back on up inside, up under the truck. I use this to pound these guys out. I also use this guy to pound these guys out. I use the needle nose to get the retaining pins in and out. I use this to hold on to this guy, to hold on to this, or to hold on to this so I wouldn't pound my fingers when I was hammering. I use this to pry the retaining pins out along with the needle nose. And I use this little 3-pound, I think it is, hammer to pound them out. And I use this on the underside. It fits right over top. So when they're hammering out through, they fit right down into this socket. So it's a good solid base. So you're getting some good power when you're beating it. So anyways, it goes down in there. That's how I hammered them out. Oh, you know what? I guess I did use one extra thing. I use this old file to file out the burrs after I beat this out. I had to file out some burrs, but this is it. This is my assortment of tools. You know, nothing fancy stuff you're gonna have laying around. It's a pretty easy job, pretty quick to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my drive shaft back on now and test her out. Wish me luck.